Today, most people are more confused than ever about making money online. Everywhere you look, you hear the same advice. Start dropshipping, do affiliate marketing, try crypto trading, open a Fiverr gig. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of these methods that worked in the past are either completely saturated or already replaced by artificial intelligence. And in 2026, that changes everything. Because this is no longer the era of easy internet money. This is the era of skills, systems, and AI leverage. So in this video, I'm going to break everything down into 4 simple buckets. These buckets will show you exactly where money still exists online and where you should absolutely not waste your time. First, we start with what I call the trash bucket. And before you misunderstand this, it doesn't mean these things never made money. It means in 2026, for most people starting from zero, these are either extremely risky, outdated, or heavily replaced by AI and automation. And the biggest problem is this. They still look attractive from the outside, but inside, they are broken systems for beginners. Let's go through them. NFT flipping. At one point, people were making massive profits, but that wave is gone. Now most projects are dead, liquidity is gone, and new buyers are extremely limited. Crypto trading for beginners. Yes, trading still exists, but for most people, it's not a skill they can learn quickly. Most beginners don't win. They lose money consistently because they treat it like gambling instead of a profession. Multi-level marketing. This is another one that confuses people. If your income depends more on recruiting people than actually selling value, you are not building a real business. Basic caption writing or subtitle work. AI tools now do this faster, cheaper, and at scale. Low-level data entry jobs. These have been almost fully replaced by automation. Fiverr microtasks. Small jobs, low pay, no growth path. Print-on-demand stores. Very saturated market, high competition, low margins. And finally, day trading. One of the hardest paths for beginners. Because without deep discipline, risk management, and experience, most people lose faster than they learn. Now here is the real question you need to ask yourself. If AI can already perform this task better than you, then what is your advantage? If the industry is shrinking, then why are you entering it? And if it's easier to lose money than to make money, then why are you risking your time there? If any of those answers are yes, you move on immediately. No emotions, no attachment. Now let's move to something more realistic. The second bucket, the easy income skills bucket. This is where beginners should actually start. Because this is where you can realistically start making money within 30 to 60 days. Not millions, but enough to build confidence. Around $5,000 to $10,000 per month potential if done properly. And the key difference here is simple. You are no longer trying to make money online. You are solving small business problems. Let's go through examples. Short-form video editing. Every creator, every brand, every business now needs content. And short-form content is in massive demand. If you can take raw videos and turn them into engaging clips, you already have a skill people pay for. Social media copywriting. This is not just writing. This is writing that sells. Every business needs words that convert attention into customers. AI chatbot setup for small businesses. Businesses want automation. They want systems that reply to customers, answer questions, and save time. If you can set this up, you become valuable very quickly. AI receptionist systems. Imagine a system that answers calls, books appointments, qualifies leads, and never gets tired. Businesses will happily pay for that because it saves them manpower. UGC content creation. Brands no longer want perfect models. They want real people showing real products in a natural way. That is what converts in modern advertising. Virtual assistant work. This is simple, but powerful. If you work with the right clients, you get exposed to real business operations and high-value thinking. But here is the most important lesson in this bucket. Do not sell your time. Sell outcomes. If you help a business save time or make money, you will always have clients. Now let's move to the third bucket, the skill plus systems bucket. This is where income starts scaling significantly. We are talking about $10,000 to $50,000 per month range, but the mindset changes completely here. You are no longer a freelancer. You are now a system builder. You are solving business problems at scale. Automation agencies. Businesses are overloaded with repetitive tasks. If you can use AI and automation to remove those tasks, you become extremely valuable. LinkedIn growth systems. Founders and CEOs need visibility. They need attention. If you can build systems that bring them leads and authority, they will pay for that consistently. Micro SaaS tools. These are small software products that solve one specific problem. They don't need to be huge. They just need to be useful enough for people to pay monthly. AI content agencies. Instead of creating one piece of content at a time, you build systems that generate content at scale using AI tools, motion graphics, and AI design. In a world where content is everywhere, quality stands out. If you can make content look premium, you will always have demand. Now, here is the shift that happens in this bucket. You stop thinking in hours. You start thinking in outcomes. And the smartest model here is recurring revenue, monthly retainers, because that is what creates stability and predictable income. Now, the fourth bucket, the hard bucket. This is where long-term wealth is built, not just income. We are talking about potential millions per month. But this is not fast, and it is not easy. This requires patience, systems, and long-term thinking. Investing in AI startups. Instead of building everything yourself, you invest in founders and own equity. When they win, you win. Building AI software companies. This is one of the most powerful wealth engines today, because software scales globally without limits. Buying boring businesses and automating them. Small businesses that are outdated often become extremely profitable when AI is added. Personal brand building. Attention is a new currency. If you build an audience, you can turn that into products, deals, and opportunities. Subscription communities. People pay monthly for access, knowledge, or systems. And AI makes this easier than ever. Licensing AI systems. If you build a working system, you can sell it multiple times to different businesses. Now, here is the key idea. In this bucket, you are not selling time. You are building assets. Systems that work even when you are not working. Now let's talk about the biggest reason people fail. It is not lack of ideas. It is not lack of opportunity. It is something much more dangerous. Shiny object syndrome. People start something, then switch, then restart, then switch again. And every reset takes them back to zero. That is why most people never get results, because success does not come from starting. It comes from staying. And here is the final truth. You do not need 10 opportunities. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need to know everything. You only need one direction and the discipline to stay long enough for it to work. Pick one bucket, stick with it, improve every day, and do not quit early, because in 2026, the winners will not be the smartest people. They will be the most consistent ones.